And good Tuesday morning. It's the 9 o'clock edition of the Chip Matthews Show. Jamie Creel in with me. Speak where I'll know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Live
Okay.
and in living color.
Oh, yeah. And this just in, Rankin County deputy in serious condition after being struck by a vehicle while directing school traffic over by McLaurin. So, prayers are with him. And, you got to slow down when you're going to school zones.
Yeah, you do. And, those guys stand out in the middle of the road like that. And, one mirror can clip a guy. It's tight.
I saw where the kids were getting off school and the 18-wheeler came by the school bus on one side, passing on the right side, and people speeding through school zones. I saw it in Madison just yesterday, and I was just going, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
There's
plenty of signs out there warning you're about to go into a school zone, period.
Well, and you can't pass a bus.
Right. 100%. Doesn't
but
make
anyway,
any sense.
It is the Chip Matthews Show. Jamie Creel, of course, and you're almost said it. Your shelter insurance.
That's right.
The other guy's on my mind.
Yeah. I understand for various reasons.
Oh, they finally called me yesterday. And then they said, look, we got a list of the equipment. I said, well, good. Now we want to talk about your forensic accounting. And I said, well, go hire one and you figure it out. Because I'm not getting in it. I said, I done told you what you owe me.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Well, this has been a fiasco. It's been ongoing for over a year, hasn't it? Or almost a year.
Well, it'll be, no, I guess it's September.
Okay.
So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. I saw a guy put on Facebook the other day that he'd been without a home for 3 years. They're contemplating whether it actually burned down or what happened to it. And
right.
It just, I hate that for people.
Well, when those things happen, you get in a situation. It's just like, it's like all the politics in the world. When somebody decides you're wrong, that's just it until you prove you're right. And I know you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but in the lives of some insurance companies, you're not.
Yeah. You can get with the wrong ones. That's for sure. That's why,
know your agent, know who you're dealing with, 100%. Know who you're talking to.
We had a total house fire, spent about a week and a half ago on a Sunday night, 11:45 p.m. And we had them a check in their hand. And we deposited a check in their checking account at 9 a.m. on Monday morning for them to live off of and go get something to live in until, that's quick.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah. When time of need, you got to take care of people, man.
There you go. I wasn't going to get on insurance today, but
we don't have to.
Okay. We're going to talk a little bit about this, that, and the other. Of course, I was kind of on a tear this morning. I'm just, decided that all politicians are crooks.
Well,
I don't know if I need to carry you down the road I was on this morning. The more I see the money that was spent by and people, and Ted DiBiase constantly, he's defending his actions to some degree, but at the other side of that, people were giving him this money.
Mm-hmm. That whole situation.
Too many politicians, too many people have to know, and that's just his. You got to look back and look at all this, all of the 503Cs and all the entities that the government hands money out to. They write checks and give to these people, and they haven't been asking for any accountability. I don't fault him for, once you give me $500,000, me buying a boat and a car and going on vacations once you give me the money.
Yeah. There's a lot of laws that are screwed up too. I was reading, into this Somalian, and I'm not labeling all Somalians, but the racket that they have going on in Washington State. So you have two sisters living side by side. Okay.
Right.
Each have 4 kids each.
Right.
They homeschool.
Right.
By them homeschooling,
right.
All right, they're able to get, it's an astronomical number, like $2,000. That's not exact. I'm just saying $2,000 per child a month, to do that and to take care of their kids inside of that home daily. And then after the regular hours, they swap over and list this other sister as being the caregiver for after school care so they were bringing in like $18,000 a month per family, and they're not even working based on the scam that they have going on with the child care. And
is it but when you say it's a scam, I mean, you use the word scam, but I look at it as in, excuse me, lawmakers opening the door to,
that's true.
Like HB2 to me opened that door to where you could be homeschooling and you could be getting the check. And if your county was paying $21,000 a student in your district, there was going to be a way you were going to get in on that.
Yeah.
But the politician was going to get in on half of that. And that's just what I saw. And I mean, and the HB2 thing, that you've still got crazy people that some that I know that are out there still pushing it. Now there's some pushing it for the right reason. There's some persons that aren't crazy that are pushing it. I'm gonna be polite to those people, so that I just opened that door up to where some people are crazy and some people aren't. But there's one person that's running around running up and down the street talking about it that I think is just nuts. I'm not gonna say
on the HB2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name out loud.
Well, I just got invited to the forum,
right?
That's going to take place. Let me see when that is.
In Rankin County.
Yes, sir.
Know, they're solid. They had that meeting yesterday, and I saw did you see where all the people were sitting in the hall? So that's a public meeting. They go, well, that room only holds 70 people. And they said, well, then you need to move the meeting outside.
I don't know where it's going to be, but I did get invited. It's going to be an informative session, to my knowledge, March the 26th. I guess we can talk about, I'll have more details next week.
Right.
Encourage people to show up to be informed. Supposedly, it's going to be a panel of legislators.
Ooh.
And pro and con, anti, people for and against. There's going to be people like myself. I know Leah's going to be there.
Yeah.
I want to thank Leah for thinking about me.
Yes.
They were having they were having trouble finding anybody on the anti side that would come and speak. Well,
they pick, at least she knows where the battle is.
And what did Doc Holliday say? I'm your Huckleberry. So Huckleberry or whatever he said in Tombstone. So I'm excited about that. And, I can't wait to debunk a lot of these myths and falsehoods that have been put out there.
Well, I'm just saying there's a lot of money that is swirling around due to the data centers. And I just feel that when you look at all the other corruption, and now look at the corruption of the money that was Department of Human Services, a lot of that money, and then there was money that went somewhere for COVID that came in, and I guess in that COVID money, one-time money, they were trying to figure out what to do with it. It's in broadband, and where's that money? And it's not. It is allegedly being accounted for, but not really.
Yeah.
I mean, I just look at all this stuff and I just go, what are they doing?
What are they doing? Man, you talk about the corruption. I mean, eventually somebody's going to spill the beans on this HB2. There's no way. And I'm going to save all my bullets for March 26th.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Everybody in the restaurant, when they come into and tons of people come in the restaurant, they listened to the show last week, and they come up to me and they say, well, Chip, this HB2 bill, what I see is that it's a minority bill to take care to appease some Democrats by saying you're trying to take care of the kids, but 10,000 of them, they can't afford to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to put money aside for 10,000 kids to do this, and then they can't participate in the program, then where does the money go?
Yeah,
it's like you've taken it and you're okay. We know how to cut $10,000 off the pile, right? 10,000 kids worth of money off the pile right now, and we'll put it over here in a.
I'm not going to mention the state, but that I was reading up yesterday, and 450 million was set aside for school choice in this particular state and was unaccounted for.
I hate to think that lawmakers can read.
Right.
Because they're from Mississippi, so they shouldn't be able to read because reading gate didn't take care of itself till recently. But if these lawmakers can actually read and they're reading the news and hearing
right
with the other states that stole money.
Well, so let me clarify. The $450 million was unclaimed vouchers that were set aside for students.
Right.
So where does that money go once they become unclaimed?
Exactly.
And do they put it towards something else that nobody voted for? Do they put it into the coffin?
Does it go into a program that winds up just like what went out in the
taxpayer? That's the taxpayers' money. That's money that they've already collected or will collect that's going into this. Correct.
Correct. And it's like the government's supposed to be broke at the end of the year. They're supposed to budget the money
to a zero bottom line.
Then and you're not supposed to be able to write checks over the amount of what you have.
Yep.
Okay, so you got money left over, and what y'all do? We put it in a rainy day fund. I understood the rainy day fund years ago. It made a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But once the rainy day fund was fully funded and there's all this extra money laying around, they started coming up with other things to do with it.
Yep.
And they said, there's just so much. Just take some here, give some here. You can take some here. Go buy you a boat.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more.
So much
right here on the Chip Anthony Show with Jamie Creel.
You can take some here. Go buy you a boat.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Anthony Show with Jamie Creel.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
You can show your pride and patriotism in honor of the 250th birthday of this great nation by proudly flying a flag. And a complete flag source on I-55 in Jackson is the place to find it. All sizes for all purposes. And they have the official 250-year celebration flag. Have a look at CompleteFlags.com. That's CompleteFlags.com.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Located in Ridgeland and Flora, come see me, Jamie Creel, Shelter Insurance.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our Sweet the Swamp Pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun crave. Try our Cajun Flip or dive into a Sweet the Swamp Pizza Bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
A nice springtime song. This is Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. And it was winter. It's winter last night.
Song. This is
Back
Chip
to spring
Matthews
this
Show
morning.
on WYAB.
Be summer what next week?
Or in a couple days.
Yeah.
Just hold tight.
Oh, it's been great on the deck at the bar at the restaurant.
I'm sure.
It's going to be good.
I'm sure. Chip, can I ask you something?
Yes, you may.
So a buddy of mine put on Facebook today, and obviously he's a full-blown, well, I ain't gonna say he's a full-blown Democrat. He's kind of moderate, but he said, all you Trump supporters out there,
Right.
and he's trying to get feedback, and it just basically said, you voted for lower gas prices, you voted for full Epstein release, you voted for lower grocery bills, and how do you feel now? And I respond. I don't normally respond to Facebook,
Right.
but I just want to know how would you respond to that?
Well, one, I've seen the same post several times, and I don't respond to it because I feel like the person that wants you to respond is just that ignorant. Okay. Because, for instance, the Epstein files to me are coming out slowly so that you can use all the information against the politician to get rid of them, because I believe that Trump is draining the swamp, Democrat and Republican. He doesn't care who he gets.
It doesn't matter.
The parties are not an issue with him, because this man does not have to be president. Never had to be president, never needed the money, never needed the recognition. He was really already the most famous man in the world.
Agreed.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't need anything that we have. His ego is not a part of this.
Right.
So once you decide that is where you're at, you got to go, okay, he's playing the Epstein cards, and he's going, okay, when I was growing up, there was this little problem in Iran, and this, that, and the other. And when we went over there 50 years ago, we didn't do this, and this right. Let's just go fix it. So he went over there and fixed it. And there used to always be jokes when I was growing up there. We always wanted peace in the Middle East. Well, guess what?
You're getting it.
You're getting it.
Yeah.
It's coming. Then then this Cuba thing that came up, he go, we'll just take it.
That's right. Yeah.
Never mind. We have Gitmo already there. We're already there.
Mm-hmm.
The island is in the darkness. I'm sure you look at the island, it's all dark. And then where the United States part is, where the Gitmo is probably lit up like a tree.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're looking at the people going, look, we can be, Trump knows the value of Cuba real estate wise.
Right.
He could make a ton of money.
Yeah. When they put that out there, I was like, I've never in my life seen as much hypocrisy as what's going on now. Kamala, Hillary, Obama, Clinton, all of them, we got to be hard on immigration, illegal immigration. We got to be hard on Iran. And then when we shut down illegal immigration and we shut down Iran or trying to, the hypocrisy of, you're starting a war nobody wanted. The
wars were there.
Yeah, I know, but the hypocrisy of people, it was good 2 years ago. Now it's no good.
Right.
Everybody that's sitting on the left side in Congress, making these comments is just it's just absolutely asinine. But here's the thing I want you to understand, Chip. When Trump took over in 2025, okay, everybody knows when you have a disaster or conflict, the gas prices do what?
They go up.
They go up. I mean, that's common knowledge.
Right.
So do you know what happened in 2021? There was a conflict.
Right.
Do you know which conflict that was?
No.
Russia, Ukraine.
Ooh, imagine that.
Okay. Yeah. $5 a gallon.
Right.
And we weren't even involved.
Right.
And now we're paying $3.50 a gallon or $3.30 across the street from us right now.
Right.
And we're involved. I mean, that is progress, in my opinion, because he opened up the oil,
But see, if you kept up with the headlines, okay, Trump got the Venezuelan oil right before all this happened.
Right.
Okay. Then they were talking about price. He said prices are going to go up a second because this was not Trump. This was the petroleum company says we're going from our more expensive winter blend to summer blend. So all that was a perfect storm of all occurring at the same time. Meanwhile, the gas people they're not supposed to do things like this, but the gas companies are going, well, it's coming up onto Memorial Day weekend. Let's go ahead and start taking all of this and use it to trickle up and get us a little bit more profits. Because, at one time during Trump's administration, oil was at a deficit. A barrel of oil was, you couldn't give them away.
Right.
I
tried to call in to the show the other day. I've been thinking about this, and I'm going to make a statement to you. There's zero chance of Trump, as far as the United States is concerned, for people to recognize him as the greatest president in the history of the United States.
In our lifetime.
And right. It could be later on. Okay.
Yeah.
However,
yes,
I do believe that he will be recognized as the greatest world leader of all time.
Oh, yes.
Even now today.
Yes.
And that's what, that's a hard pill to comprehend.
Yes.
Jesus wasn't even liked in his own hometown.
Yes.
So everybody here is fighting against Trump, yet the rest of the world is praising him.
I mean, even the Republicans sit there and question what's going on. And I don't understand how logic doesn't tell you, especially when you got all the information they have in Washington, that you can't sit there and say, this man is doing
amazing things
that you just cannot imagine. I mean, and it's all across. And for instance, for years we've built up the military and said we had all this stuff to do this, and this. Well, it's no longer. It's show me time.
That's exactly right.
It's watch this. See
That's
what
right.
this will do. See what this will do. See what this will do. We can stop anything that's going on.
Yeah.
And that's basically what his what he said the other day, hanging out the door on the bus. Like, well, yeah, we can do whatever we want whenever we want. I got the power.
Do you agree with that statement though about the greatest world leader? I mean,
yes.
I've been trying to think of other world leaders who made global impacts, he has made.
Now, see, now I go back to where one of the best presidents we ever had was Nixon. In my opinion, I was always a Nixon fan. I mean, we had the same birthday, and he wrote me a birthday. I got birthday cards from him. But Nixon was on the path to doing some things. But then it's a 3D chess game, and if you can't be honest, that was where Nixon was wrong. And then when he realized he was wrong, he just came out and took the fall for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that's that. But the reality is, when you don't tell lies and you just tell the truth and you don't start building the story up and adding this and adding this and adding this, it's hard to keep up with all your lies. Trump does not tell. Trump just, this is it, like it or not, and no lies. And when you start cleaning it up and taking all the filth away from it and all that and getting it back down to right's right and wrong's wrong, that's it.
If you don't tell a lie, you ain't got to worry about covering it up, do you?
That's exactly right. And you feel much better. That's why the man has lived forever, can sleep at night or not sleep. He can get up. He says, I'm getting stuff done. He's the kind of guy that, like, for instance, at the restaurant, I don't feel like doing anything like that because I'm busy working, and I don't need any sleep. I need it, but not getting it. But
did y'all face any kinks going to the restaurant? Did y'all face any kinks when y'all first started opening up, and y'all getting them worked out, or
no, everything's getting worked out. I mean, the worst thing is I need about 60 or 70 servers. I mean, people go, what do you mean? The building's huge. And we're open from 11 a.m. to midnight.
Yeah, you just started that lunch. How's it gone the last few days?
Yesterday was the first day. Well,
okay.
The brunch was this weekend. That did well Saturday and Sunday. And then we said, well, let's just go ahead and open for lunch and see what's going on. And we've never been open on Monday either. Well, guess what?
You're open on Mondays.
We're open on Mondays, and I enjoyed the money that it made. I mean, it was a slow day, but it was a very busy day.
Right.
Okay, because I only brought in 2 or 3 people to work, but on the floor. We got to do much, but today we're loaded up. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I got fresh pulled pork that I cooked pecan butts all night last night for the pulled pork. Today we got pulled pork on the menu, and we got pork chops on the menu. We got hamburger steak, and they got fried chicken.
Was fried chicken good?
Fried chicken good. Got a good scorch. We got our guy that cooks cornbread puts I refer to it as good scorch on that bread. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Jamie Creel on WYAB.
I refer to it as good scorch on that bread. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Jamie Creel.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
CBS News Brief. Israel's prime minister announced today his military forces killed Iran's security chief. The head of this country's counterterrorism center, Joe Kent, resigned today, saying he can't support the war with Iran. He said it's clear that it started due to pressure from Israel. More delays at airports with TSA workers calling in sick because they haven't been paid. Johnny Jones is a union official in Dallas.
The majority of the employees work paycheck to paycheck. So without getting a full paycheck last time, they are definitely struggling.
They haven't been paid due to the partial government shutdown. There's no sign of any compromise from lawmakers. Vice President Vance hosted Ireland's Taoiseach on St. Patrick's Day.
We cherish the incredible friendships that we have and the great things that Ireland has done for the United States of America.
On Wall Street today, stocks are higher. The Dow Jones Industrial's up 171 points. CBS News Brief. I'm Cammie McCormick.
This is Demario Davis from the New Orleans Saints. As a Brandon, Mississippi native, I've seen the positive effects Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge has across the state. Help us restore broken families and fight against addiction by donating an unneeded vehicle, even if it doesn't run. Mercy House will pick it up for you. All paperwork is handled and you receive a tax deduction. Call 601-572-7296 or visit vehicledonationsms.com.
Thank you for helping us get our daddies back.
The best investment on earth is earth. This is real estate agent Shane Saxton. As I like to say, the government can print more money, but they can't print more land. In the past 2 years, I've sold over $100 million in real estate. Call me today to get your land and home sold, because Saxton Sales isn't just a slogan. It's backed up by hundreds of satisfied clients just like you.
Find one of Mississippi's top real estate agent, Shane Saxton, on Facebook, or call Shane at 601-540-5040. Hopper Property, 601-724-1435.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repaired? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show. I am Chip Matthews. He is Jamie Cool. You're Chip. It is the Chip Matthews Show. I am Chip Matthews. He is Jamie. For springtime in Mississippi, that is the prettiest shirt you could ever wear. Shirt
Yes, sir. My wife
for
made this.
springtime in Mississippi, that is the prettiest shirt you could ever wear.
Champs. Yes, sir. My
Sugar
wife
Bowl
made this.
champions. Imagine that, champion.
Bought that shop down there.
It's a Sugar Bowl. They talking about it's an
Champs.
Ole Miss shirt, y'all.
Sugar Bowl champions.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Is that a belt?
Champions.
Yeah, you know the old BTA.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I say. Yeah. So
What is that? Is that a belt?
my wife got a little
Yeah,
creative.
you know the old BTA.
Oh, yeah.
You know where they.
Yeah. So
Okay. Okay.
My
Let's
wife
talk about HB2 for just a second.
Okay.
What are they going to do? I mean, legislators are down there. They haven't done much of anything. They passed some, I forgot what, something minority thing, something they did the other day that wasn't much of nothing, but it didn't have to do with education. They start talking about raises again for teachers, like they're going to bribe teachers into being on their side. So where are they at?
well,
I mean, they're talking special session.
yeah. I mean, like I said, everybody got their feelings hurt week 1, week 2. And just decided not to do anything. And it's unfortunate for the constituents and for the people of Mississippi that there could, I'm sure there was some good legislation somewhere. I did see where they tabled the NIL. Did you see that yesterday?
No, I did not.
The Dean is it Dean Kirby?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's the one that motioned to put the bill on the table for the NIL for college athletes not to pay taxes, and there was no nays.
Well, I mean, they've got to. You can't start cutting out all the taxes. I mean, they've done such a great job of cutting them for everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, this whole HB2, I have been doing an ungodly amount of research with these other states, and these other states are in a bind, man. And everybody said, "Oh, it's a success here, it's a success there." At the end, my deal is this, and I will not waver on this. Is school choice terrible? I mean, the way they have it drawn up to me is okay. Should you have choices on where you go to school? Yes, and most kids do now.
Right.
You can do like where I live. I mean, we have 4 county schools and 1 city school. Okay.
Right.
You can transfer to any other school in the county for $200 a year.
Right.
You can transfer to the city school if you get accepted.
Right.
You can go to another county school for $650 a year. If it meets your needs. I don't see anybody holding kids back who have needs that need to be met.
And then of course, when you make the decision to have a child and to do all that, your neighborhood and where you were living to begin with has a whole lot to do with your school.
Yeah, 100% it does.
I mean, that's what it's all about,
At the end of the day, Chip, okay, and I've said this, and to ad nauseum, I've said this. we have to figure out a way, okay, to fix education in the areas that we talk about the most. Okay.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you do.
Right.
If you don't fix it's like having diabetes and they go in and you have a toe that's infected. Okay.
Right.
So they start off cutting off the toe, then another toe, then the foot, then the leg. Yeah. If that's the case and you have an infested area on a toe, it makes sense to cut the toe off and then try to fix the issue.
Right.
Okay. You don't go in immediately and cut the dang leg off.
Right.
Which is what I feel like we're doing by saying, okay, we're not even worried about it's beyond fixable.
Right.
Everything's fixable through bringing resources in or whatever. I'm never going to give up. I spent majority of my livelihood in the Mississippi Delta. Okay.
Right.
In Greenville, in Vicksburg. And I am not going to give up on the kids and the families that live here because of what they deserve.
Okay, and then when you look at that from that standpoint, let's throw the Benny Thompson aspect into that for just a second. Benny Thompson is probably one of the most powerful Democrats in all of the United States.
Yes.
You know, I wouldn't say he's the most powerful one in Mississippi because I believe there's some Republicans that are more powerful than him who are acting as say they're Republicans, but they're Democrats. But I mean, Benny was out before his campaign just giving out checks to everybody. And that money goes to what? I mean, it's supposed to be going to community service and helping the kids and helping everything is always geared toward we got to help the kids. And we have all this money earmarked for it, and it's not getting to the kids.
When you educate someone, you help them to decide what's right or what's wrong.
Right.
You give them the ability to think.
Right.
Okay. Well, that has not been going on
No.
in the Mississippi Delta.
No.
The kids remain uneducated. That in turn leads to viral madness. That in turn leads to them not being able to see that there's another world out there. I mean, a lot of people will grow up there, they will stay there, and they'll never have any desire for anything else. They don't know that there's better out there.
Right.
All they know is I'm getting food, I have shelter. That's all I need.
And they're literally taught that
Yeah.
to stay that way.
100%.
I mean, you know, there are people that learn to game the system, and people will say, well, it's fraud. This person had 19 babies and their grandmama took in these babies and then they made sure that they got a check for this and a check for daycare. That all occurs because you can game the system. And that's them not realizing they have enough. It's sort of like Lex Luthor. He was smart enough to fix the whole world, but he would rather fight Superman over it. You know, never mind you're that smart. These people that are in these areas, they learn to be, people have different levels of intelligence, but you learn the system that you're in. And if your system does not change, you do not fix that system, you're never going to get them out of that rut. Because those people, they go, well, if you're in school and you can be 20% disability, you know, for have a learning disorder, they get a check for that.
They have continuously thrown money back at those people to take away the inner drive to be better.
Right.
And there's people black and white and yellow and green that live in poverty and live in these areas that make it out, and they're success stories.
Right.
That's what we need to be thriving on, having everybody to try to get better and get out. I mean, and make a change. I mean, a positive change.
See, but too many people, and this is what goes on in that community, and you basically can look at it the entire state. Everybody's gaining the system. The government, you're going, everybody pays taxes, so there's a big pile of money. We just got to get ours out of that pile, and we don't care about, we ain't got to make anybody better or anything like that, because the worse they get, the bigger our pile will get from the federal government. We give them $1, we get back $1.97. That's the way it works in Mississippi. So as long as we can stay beat down and we give half the state to Benny Thompson and certain things don't happen on one half of the state, that's just the way it is. And y'all go, Chip, he doesn't have half the state. Yes, he does have land
pretty
mass,
much
land mass half of the state. And you put it in a situation where you cannot fix it. that are you don't desire to fix it because you can get away with it. You can get away with I mean that's why we have towns where the sheriff's department was busted for selling drugs and running drugs, or allegedly. Well, I mean, their trial hadn't occurred yet, but it's coming.
Yeah.
But you got murders every weekend in these towns, and everybody's going, they're shooting in Greenville every day. They're shooting in Greenwood. They're shooting in Indiana. They're shooting Yazoo City. People getting killed every day. Vicksburg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those things come from a lack of education, every bit of it.
Yep.
I mean, when you don't, I told people when I left Vicksburg in 2015,
right?
People said, "What are you doing?" My wife gave me a hard time about uprooting my family and moving somewhere that we knew no one.
Right.
And I said, "Baby, when you stop educating kids, then they start stealing. They start killing people. They start killing kids their own age, and it becomes a cycle. I'm not going to raise my family in this type of environment."
And then you have the breakdown of the complete cycle. When you look at all the sin taxes that Mississippi has put in place, every time you create a path to a new sin, it used to be like, for instance, on the radio, there were certain words you couldn't say. Oh, they say them all now.
Yeah.
TV, you would never hear certain words. You hear them all the time now. As far as the sin taxes, I mean, one time we've, and I'm going to say I go gambling. I like gambling. I hadn't been in a while, but I go gambling. But it's not something that is conducive to what's really good for the state in the long haul. It needs to be kept in perspective. And all we do is we sit there and the government says, well, we get this much money off gambling, so let's add lottery to it. Get some more gambling money. Let's turn in here. You get some sports betting money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it opens the door to greed among the politicians, greed is a sin, and it's a big part of it. And it just plays into it at a different level. And I always had a thing when I would go gambling. I go, greed is, and when people say, why don't you get along and carry a date to you when you go gambling? I go, greed is an emotion you cannot share. And I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't want you reaching over in my stack and taking $5 out of my stack. I might need that $5.
That's right.
You got 20,000 of them. I don't care. You don't take $5 off my stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, and what we've done is we've opened the door to greed at a level in Mississippi that is unreal. And like, for instance, I haven't heard anybody talking about the sports betting bill that's out there for the at-home betting on your phone. But we do know that it is being set up to pass right at the last minute in order to fund PERS.
Yeah.
That's already out there. And it'll get passed because they ain't gonna mess with their money.
I don't know how they're gonna monitor all that.
They can't. It's just like the ABC problem. They want it. They say, okay, you can divide it directly, but by the time the bill goes in place in July, ABC might be caught back up. It'll still be run like hell because you appoint the guy that runs ABC every 4 years. Whoever the governor is, he appoints the head of ABC. Okay, and if that guy comes in there and messes it all up, it's just messed up because that was an appointment to a buddy of mine, and he did this, this, and this, and he brought in his own people to do this, this, and this, and then it's all screwed up. That's just the way that goes. And the government hands out jobs to people who can't get jobs. Does that make any sense? That's what I feel at times because they're in government because they can't get a job. But anyway,
everybody starts websites, legal or illegal, on these, these gambling deals. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see any way. The Indians started to, if you were anywhere on the grounds, you could bet with the gaming, sports betting that they had there, but it had to geo fence you.
Yeah.
On the grounds.
And you have that, but you have that on the coast too. At every casino, the state passed that law that you could do it inside the facility. So it's inside your facility. And in the case of the Indians, wherever they own a home, that is part of the reservation, wherever it is in Mississippi, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So if you live in Carthage, you're on the reservation.
Okay.
That's just the way that works.
So you live in your home in Carthage and sports gamble all you want to with the casino.
Correct.
I didn't know this. I didn't know they were under. I knew they were under their own set of laws. There's been a lot of stuff about them not paying out jackpots to full limits and taking exorbitant taxes out of it. It's in the bylaws, but man, that seems like a scam in and of itself.
It is, and in some states it's horrible, but here it's not as bad as it was everywhere else. And in the rules. They have their own gaming commission. They all have their own set of rules, and you got to follow the rules. The rules are posted.
Yeah.
And when you're going to gamble, that's exactly what everything is in the gambling world. It's a gamble.
It is.
It's not guaranteed money, regardless of what your friends may tell you when you go gambling.
Yeah.
I can make money every trip I go.
Yeah.
That guy's lost a lot of money.
Let me tell you, Chip, a guy told me this one time. You know how to leave the casino with a mini fortune?
No.
Go in with a maximum fortune and hope you can shut it off in time.
There's some truth to that. We're going to take a break and we'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show with Jamie Creel on WYAB. There's some truth to that. We're going to take a break and we'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show with Jamie Creel.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk. Efficient and trouble-free payroll processing is crucial to a business's success, and a lot of businesses are struggling with it. PeopleLease, a local payroll provider, not only offers top-of-the-line software, but also provides on-demand payroll support services. With PeopleLease, you're never on your own at every step of your payroll process. PeopleLease has the expertise in managing payroll challenges and will work hard to understand your business and employees. That's what makes PeopleLease the perfect choice for you and your business. Learn more online at peoplelease.com.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
It's road trip season again. Is your vehicle ready? Take your vehicle to Green's Tire and Auto on Ridgewood Road in Ridgeland to get it in tip-top shape before you head out of town. Don't get stranded while you're away from home. Preventative maintenance is their specialty at Green's Tire and Auto. And if your check engine light is already on, then Green's Tire and Auto can tell what's wrong and get it fixed. Before you start your road trip, take your car to Green's Tire and Auto, Ridgewood Road in Ridgeland. Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician, serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Not again. Time to call that big faceless company. Let's see. Press 1 for sales. Press 2 for more waiting? Seriously? I'll be retired before this copier gets fixed.
Why wait on hold when you can have local service fast? Advantage Business Systems will fix it today. Real people, real service. None of the runaround. Visit absms.com. That's absms.com. Advantage Business Systems. Stop waiting.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind my own business? What's that supposed to mean?
No, I was just thinking about all the news of tax changes, insurance changes, regulations that are being passed down to business owners. I don't have time to keep growing and to keep up with payroll regulations.
I know. It seems like all I do is handle employee-related problems.
You know, I hear PeopleLease can help.
How can they help?
People Lease can handle our payroll, taxes, employee benefits, and workers' compensation. They even offer an affordable and customizable 401k program and a 24/7 online human resources support center for all my HR needs.
Think of all the time we'll save. I'll be busy growing my business and letting People Lease take care of the rest.
Sounds like a good business plan with People Lease.
Let People Lease mind your business so you can mind your own business. Call now, 601-987-3025. That's 601-987-3025. Or visit freepayrollquotes.com for your free quote.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
9:57, just ahead of the Andrew Gosser Show. All gas, no brakes.
That's what they say.
He'll be in next right here on WYAB. Well, Jamie, we got just a few moments here to wrap things up. I wish we could say the legislators are going to do something today, but I guess
I can tell you what they are doing right now is they're recognizing my daughter for winning in part of a team that won a state championship this year. So
And
I won golf.
You got to say the whole
Yeah.
thing.
So
and what team was that?
Lloyd Star.
Okay.
So our boys and girls both won golf state championships. I think that's 4 out of the last 5 years for the boys, and they're probably the odds-on favorite to win it three more years. Hopefully our girls can repeat. We got, coming back, same people coming back, and so it's just been a great experience.
Did I see where Ole Miss also won a national championship?
They did.
And
Rifle. Yeah.
rifle?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Girls that can shoot, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it all today, big boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's big. That's big. People don't understand. And as women learn to use guns out there on the streets, and they become cops, you criminals in the Delta better watch out because they can shoot you from a distance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sniper fire from women from Ole Miss.
Well, we were all over the board today, weren't we?
Oh, yeah. Everywhere. And the big thing is they're down there today, and we got like 3 weeks left in the session. And,
roughly.
I wonder if they'll get a budget done. They got to get the budget done because that would be the next special session would be to get the budget done before they can get to their HB2 bill.
Didn't we have to do that last year?
Yep. $100,000 a day for a special session.
Yeah.
And if they could, they make no sense. But anyway.
Yeah.
So what you going to do today?
Well, I'm going to go down here. I had a couple referrals call in this morning, and I'll say this on your show just like I do on Clay's. If you're a small business owner out there, you got 4 to 5 vehicles that you need covered, a GL, give me a shot at it. I promise you right now, I feel like our coverage is as good and as affordable as anybody in the business.
Okay, there you go. Go see him. Your shelter
insurance agent, Jamie Creel, Flora and Ridgeland. Yes,
okay,
sir.
That'll do that. Y'all come see us for lunch. We're at Beethoven's Boardwalk next to Cock of the Walk on the Reservoir. We're open every day, and I'll see y'all back tomorrow morning bright and early, 6 a.m. Say goodbye, Jamie.
Goodbye, Jamie.
See ya.